Hey guys, how y'all doing today? I hope everybody had a great weekend. The weekend before, I hope you had a chance to enjoy your Labor Day. That was our last summer holiday. So I just hope everyone has had a great last few weekends and everything. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about the anniversary that was this past weekend, this past Saturday, September the 11th, was the 20th anniversary of the bombing and the attacks on the United States, okay? This happened back in September the 11th, 2001. You know, we had the attack that devastated the United States. I mean, we lost like almost 3,000 people lost their lives in those attacks. And I was sitting here thinking about it, and I looked at some of the memorials they had on it the past weekend, and I was remembering where I were 20 years ago, and I can vividly remember, I can see it, you know. I was at work, and I happened to be in the electronics department. You guys know I worked for Walmart for many years, but I was in the electronics department, and back then we had all the TVs and electronics on, and across the TVs, like all the TVs, it came this special bulletin news broadcast that came on the screen. And the first thing that they showed was the Twin Tower being hit by the first plane. And my first thought was, in my mind, I just said a prayer, because I was like, oh my God. And I just prayed that God would be with these people, because I'm thinking, how are they going to get out of this building? How many people are going to end up losing their life? They're, you know, innocent people is about to lose their life. And, you know, all these thoughts was going through my head. But, you know, there was 4 plane attack on the United States. You know, we had the 2 planes hit the Twin Tower in New York City. You know, 2 planes hit that tower, and that's where the majority of the people lost their life. And then we had 1 plane to hit the Pentagon. And then we had a plane crash that happened in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. And it was a suicide attack. And, you know, the people that was on that flight fought for their life, and they fought to keep this plane from, you know, hitting anything else and killing more people. So, you know, they lost their life fighting to save other lives. That's the way I look at it. And it's just crazy when, you know, you sit back and you think about all the heartless people and all the mean spirit people that, you know, want to destroy the United States for whatever their beliefs are or whatever, you know, not even thinking that these are people's lives that they're taking away and destroying. It's just so sad that you leave to go to work, you know, one morning, not thinking about anything like this devastation happening, and you're at work and you don't even see it coming. The whole building is just destroyed by this plane, and it was so many people that this affected, you know. It was just crazy, you know. We know it was a terrorist attack, and, you know, I don't know. It's crazy how these different countries or different nations hate the United States so badly. They don't even care about their own life. They're willing to kill themselves just to take American lives and just to prove whatever weird point they're trying to prove. If they're more powerful, or they can take control, or you know, whatever the case is, you know, that's how their mind thinking. They don't even care about themselves, because each one of those hijackers that was in those planes was willing to give up their own life and carry out this mission that was given to them. And it's just crazy. It's just really crazy the things that people do against each country or each nation, the extent they would go to kill someone, murder someone, because that's basically what happened. All those people was murdered, tragically murdered. And, you know, they didn't know that was their last day when they got up and went to work that day and said goodbye to their family members, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But it's just so crazy, because I just pray that, you know, that God would just cover them with his loving arms, because at that point, you know, no one knew how many people was going to lose their life, how many was going to be able to survive that attack, because you're talking about the Twin Tower, you know, hundreds of floors, you know, people, thousands and thousands of people's in that building. And, you know, it's just so sad. It's just so sad that we have to worry. That's something else that we have to worry about on a daily basis when we're going out to work. If these Calamans and different other nationality or the different other cultures are sitting back trying to figure out a way to blow up the United States, and for what? It's crazy. It's just crazy what people do, you know. I'm sitting here reading, and it said the impact left a gaping, burning hole near the 80th floor of the 110 storage skyscraper. So the Twin Tower was 110 stories high, and it hit the 80th floor. So, you know, everything that was above that, I couldn't even imagine what those people was thinking, you know, trying to survive and figure out if they were going to get out of that building. You know, instantly, time that plane hit that building, it killed people instantly. People was killed, you know, hundreds of people. And then there was hundreds and thousands of people that was trapped from that point on and trying. And I was looking at some of the pictures they were showing at some of the different memorial service that they did this past weekend, and just seeing the aftermath, you know, people walking around, they so covered in this dust and all this debris, and you know, looking for people, looking for co-workers, looking for their family and everything. It was just crazy, you know, the world that we live in and the things that we have to go through and look out for and everything, you know. It just doesn't make any sense, you know. And then I was thinking about the people in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, when, you know, on that plane, there was no escape for them, period. No escape, no possible way for them to escape that. You know, when they got on that plane that day, nothing like that was a thought of theirs. And, you know, being on that plane, there was nothing they could do other than just fight and try to keep those hijackers from completely taking over that plane and directing it into another building or something like that. You know, they fought, and that plane went down in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, taking all those lives. It's just so sad. It's so sad, and it just hurts me to my heart to just think, you know, here it is 20 years later, and you got family members that's still dealing with this, family members that's still trying to process. You know, they showed some young people that was children at the time that lost parents, and one of the young ladies they spoke with, she couldn't even remember her father. You know, she was so young when this attack took place, and he was one that lost his life at the Twin Tower. And she was saying that she couldn't even remember him. You know, she has pictures to help her to remember him, and her mother constantly talks about her father, but, you know, her own memory, the only way she could do that is through the pictures. You know, she didn't get a chance to build that relationship with her father. And there's many more young children like that, and just family members, period, you know, that still having to process this, still having to go through what happened 20 years ago, you know, and never knowing not knowing if this is going to happen again, if someone is going to decide to attack the United States again. You know, it's just so sad. I don't know. I just don't, or would never understand how people could be so heartless. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your culture is, but you are so heartless. You got to not have a heart to do something like that and not even care about your own self, that you're willing to take your own life to carry out this mission that's been given to you, or to prove that you're loyal to this culture, or you're loyal to this group of people, that you're willing to lose your own life and take many life, innocent life with you. You know, I don't know. It's just crazy. But that's what I did this weekend. I looked at the different memorial service that was going on throughout the United States, and different interviews. People was talking about their family members that they lost, and you know, just kind of looking back at that. And you know, I was looking at the flight site where the plane crashed in Pennsylvania, and it's so sad. It is so sad that we're having to have that anniversary to not really say celebrate, but to remember it, to be an occasion that we are doing memorials and remembrance of the people that lost their life, you know, during that September 11th, 2001 attack on the United States. It's just so sad. It's not like we have enough in this world that we have to deal with. And on top of dealing with that, you know, going to work or going out for your day to do whatever you got to do, and you don't know if some terrorist person decide to send over terrorists on a mission to kill innocent Americans. You know, it's so sad. It's just so sad. But that's what I did over the weekend. I just kind of, you know, watched those memorials, and of course just prayed for those families for continued strength to get through it, because, you know, we that was not right involved with that, you know, has went through these 20 years here and there, think about it maybe, or really think about it when it comes to that anniversary date of that attack. But these people have to live through this daily, you know, whether it's been 5 years or 20 years. This is something they're constantly having to deal with, and you know, and keeping their family memories alive. And like I say, if they had small children that don't even remember the parent that was killed, you know, trying to keep that memory in their life and telling them about that person. I couldn't even imagine going through the things that they go through. Like I said, to us, it's an anniversary every year that we focus on at that time and deal with at that time. But this is something that they deal with, these family members deal with daily, you know. And even though it's been 20 years, you don't know how long it takes a person to mourn about any person that they lose. But losing a person through that type of tragedy, it's just unimaginable. I could never imagine what they're going through. So of course my heart goes out to all the families that's having to relive the attack that we had on September 11, 2001. My prayers to them, and you know, I pray that God continually give them strength to deal with this this tragedy that has been put into their life, you know, regardless of how long it's been. Okay, so I just wanted to speak on that just a little bit and stuff. But yeah, it's really sad situation, sad tragedy and stuff. But that's about it. I'm about to get up out of here and let you guys go by your day. Hey, don't forget to go back and give Granna some love, share my video, If you have not become a subscriber of Granna, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become one of my followers. I appreciate you guys. I really do. If you're going to be out and about, if you choose to wear your mask, that's your business. If you choose not to wear your mask, make sure you social distance and think about the people that's around you, okay? You guys have a great day. I'm going to check you out next time around.